The sky tore with the sound of blades. Wind howled around her. Jasmine Brooks's wrists were bound tight, her face calm as the helicopter door slid open. One of the cops shouted over the roar, "Let's see if you can fly, lady!" And before anyone could stop him, he shoved her out into the blue. For 3 endless seconds, there was nothing but silence and sky. They thought she was gone. But what they didn't know was who they had just thrown. 12 hours earlier, a routine traffic stop in the desert outskirts. 2 local officers were running an overzealous patrol, chasing a vague report about a suspicious black woman seen near an abandoned airstrip. Jasmine had simply pulled over to make a call, wearing plain clothes, off duty after a classified operation overseas. Her duffel bag sat on the passenger seat, military insignia hidden, dog tags tucked away. When the flashing lights pulled up behind her, she didn't flinch. "Evening, officers," she said calmly. But her composure only seemed to annoy them. "Step out of the vehicle," one barked. She complied, hands raised. But the moment one saw the edge of her tactical gear inside the car, everything changed. "Arms behind your back." "Sir, I can explain." "Shut up!" Within seconds, she was cuffed, searched, and pushed toward their vehicle. They didn't care to ask questions. They saw her skin and made assumptions. In the back seat, Jasmine said nothing. She'd faced insurgents in enemy territory, but somehow this silence felt heavier. When the helicopter arrived to transfer her, she realized this wasn't protocol. Something was off. She was forced aboard, wrists still tight. The cop in charge, a loud, arrogant man named Sergeant Miller, laughed as the chopper lifted. "Bet you're regretting your little act now, huh?" Jasmine looked at him, expression unreadable. "No," she said quietly. "Just disappointed." "Disappointed?" he mocked. "You're about to learn some real discipline." But the other officer, a younger recruit, hesitated. "She doesn't look like a criminal, sir." Miller snapped back, "You don't look like you think, rookie. She's dangerous." And with that, he reached for the door handle. If you're still watching this, like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Because what's about to happen next changes everything. The chopper dipped lower, the desert sprawling beneath like a painting of silence. Miller yanked the door open and grabbed her arm. Jasmine didn't resist. Her eyes met his, calm, almost pitying. "You might want to close that door," she said. He sneered. "Why? You scared?" She shook her head. "No, I just don't like what comes next." And then with one cruel shove, she was gone. The rookie shouted, "What the hell, sir?" Miller laughed. "One less problem to worry about?" But as he looked out the open door, his laughter faded. Because Jasmine wasn't falling. She was gliding. The chopper's camera caught a flash, something unfolding from her belt. A compact tactical wing used in emergency extractions by special forces. Within seconds, she was stable, guiding herself down with precision. Miller's face turned pale. The rookie stared. "Sir, she's flying." By the time they landed, military vehicles had already surrounded the airstrip. The same woman they had thrown from the sky stood calmly beside a black SUV, dust on her jacket, eyes steady. A general stepped out and saluted her. "Captain Brooks, we've been trying to reach you." Miller stumbled forward, disbelief written across his face. "Captain?" She turned slowly toward him, every word precise. "You threw a decorated special operations officer out of a federal aircraft." His voice cracked. I didn't know." She cut him off. "That's the problem. You never want to know." For a moment, no one spoke. Just the sound of the wind and the distant hum of the helicopter cooling down. She could have yelled. She could have demanded vengeance. Instead, Jasmine took a slow breath, eyes turning toward the horizon. "You treat people like enemies," she said softly. "And one day you'll make the wrong one." Then she walked past him, silent as the sky she'd just conquered. That night, reports spread across every network. The footage of her gliding safely to the desert floor went viral. A story of grace under hate, of strength under pressure. And in the quiet of her quarters later that night, Jasmine placed her flight patch on the table and whispered, "Still flying." Because some storms don't break you. They remind you you were born to soar through them.